Okay, just to recap, we've done the walk around the aircraft. We're now sitting inside the aircraft, ready to complete our pre-flight checklist. There are a number of checks we need to perform before we make our departure to ensure that the aircraft is safe to fly. If you refer back to your coursework lesson 2 document, we will now start with the pre-start checklist. I will go around the cockpit and show you where each checklist position is. So, for example, parking brake. The parking brake in the Cessna 172 is here. You've seen the parking brake set, and that's the parking brake off position. Here is the parking brake set position. Throttle closed. That's the throttle open position. That's the throttle closed position. Magneto starter switch off. The magneto starter switch is in the off position. Battery alternator master switch is off. You can see the instrument panel has now died. The batteries are off, we've got no power to the instruments. Avionics are off. The fuel pump is off. Fuel cut-off switch is in the center position, and for the purpose of this we'll leave it in the center position. The flight controls are check. Full and free movement in the flight controls, and we can verify the control surfaces are also moving. Flaps are in the up position. Flap indicator lever is in the up position. We can check fuel quantity. Fuel selectors both. Avionics switches are on. Back to fuel selector, check both. Avionics switches are on. And right now we can check the ATIS. The ATIS will give us our weather information for departure.
London City Airport information, Yankee 0834 Zulu, wind calm, visibility greater than 20 miles, sky conditions clear, temperature 15, dew point 12, altimeter 2991, ILS runway 10 in use, landing and departing runway 10. VFR aircraft see direction of flight, all aircraft bring back hold short instructions, advise controller on initial contact US Yankee. London City Airport information.
So its information, Yankee is current, runway 10 in use. Visibility is greater than 20 miles. The sky conditions are clear. And landing and departing runway 10 is in use. So that's the pre-start checklist complete. We can now go to our pre-start checklist. To our startup checklist. So, for startup, here's the throttles. Throttle quarter open. Ensure mixture full rich. Engine and prop area clear. That's the area directly in front of the aircraft. Fuel pump is on. Magneto, switch to start. We've got the engine start. Instruments are lining up nicely. And we need to watch these instruments here. The engine temperature and oil temperature will start rising slowly. Throttles back to idle. Alternator switches are on. Oil pressure, check. Amp meters, check. The amp meter provides the recharge back to the battery. Annunciator lights are on, check. And nav lights are on. It's daytime, we're on the ground, we don't need our landing lights on, so I've just turned the landing lights off. We're ready for the taxi now. Before taxi checklist, our navigation lights are on, our taxi lights are on. Here's the time we need to cross-reference our heading indicator, our magnetic compass to our gyro, which looks about right here. And we're finally ready for taxi.